And welcome back. Now, Julius Caesar, Shakespeare's story about a republic on the verge of collapse, only this time it's set in 2059. And that republic on the verge of collapse is America. Interesting there, huh? Here with more on the production and when it will be on stage at the Vortex Theater is director Peter Shea-Kearse. Did I say that right?
Shea, yeah, that's
Shea,
right.
gotcha.
Yeah, that's right. Like the stadium.
Peter, this is Peter.
Yeah,
I wanted to get right into the play because this is pretty interesting. Everyone kind of knows about the story of Julius Caesar, but this is different. This is put ahead in the future. Tell me a little bit about the play and why you did that.
Yeah, it's a story about, as you said in your intro, it's a story about a republic on the verge of collapse, threatened from the outside, internal threats, politics has gotten vicious, people are frightened, and when that happens to a republic, I teach constitutional law at UNM, and when that happens to a republic, sometimes people lose touch with their values, and they turn to a strong leader, they turn to a strong man. You know, we used to say a man on a white horse, you know, that kind of powerful one person to save us. And so Shakespeare's story is about a republic on the verge of collapse where they turn to a strong man and you know, things happen. You know, assassinations happen, battles, wars, you know. And so I thought to myself, that could happen to us if we're not careful. And so let's project forward another 50 years into our future, and maybe this is a cautionary tale.
Yeah, and I like that, and it's about America too here. Did you think of this on your own then? It just kind of came to you and you're just like, hey, let's do this.
Yes.
I like that though. Now tell me, when it comes to the adaptation, is there certain things that we can expect? Is it the same kind of language?
Yeah, I did the adaptation, but it's all Shakespeare's language, which is essentially modern English with some vocabulary differences, but it's all Shakespeare's language. But what I think the audience can expect, at least we hope, is an exciting night in the theater. Yeah. It's a political thriller. It's a story about ambition and revenge and intrigue and love and human conflict, and so most of all, I think it's an exciting night in the theater, and the audience ought to be entertained by it. Yeah,
absolutely. Now, Peter, you're the director of this, correct?
Yes.
Is it hard directing a Shakespearean play?
You know, in a funny way, it's easier to direct Shakespeare than to direct anything else because he's so good. I mean, the characters are all so rich, the stories are so compelling. It's all there in the script for you. Yeah, you have some technical things you need to work about. You know, you need to work with the actors on their enunciation and vocabulary and so on. But basically, he's easier because he's such a great writer and he tells such a great story.
Oh, absolutely. And like I mentioned, everyone at least has read something from him in their life. Now, from an audience perspective, with the Shakespearean language, is this going to be hard to understand, or is it pretty, you know, you can follow along?
Not if we do our jobs right.
I like that answer.
Our job is to make it clear, and that's the thing. You know, you say most people have, you know, read some Shakespeare in English class or something, but Shakespeare he wrote to be performed on the stage. So you put those words in actors' mouths, and people doing what you and I are doing, looking at each other and talking to each other, then it becomes very clear. And if I've done my job, the audience will never have a trouble understanding what's going on.
And do we have to brush up on Roman history before we go?
Not
are we okay?
a lick. Not a bit. This is a story about us, and it's a story about people. All of his stories are about people doing something that really matters to him and is really important. So no, you don't need to know any Roman history. Just need to come and listen and let us entertain you.
Yeah, now, perfect. Now, when and where can we find your play?
Well, we open tonight.
Tonight, okay.
And we're on Civic Plaza. This is the Shakespeare on the Plaza Festival. This is the second year of the Vortex and the city collaborating to produce Shakespeare on Civic Plaza. So we open tonight and run Thursday and Friday, and then Taming of the Shrew, which is the other production, opens on Saturday, and then we alternate nights for the next 2 weekends after that.
Perfect. No, is there something we need to get tickets for, correct?
Oh, yeah.
Where can we get tickets?
You can go onto the Vortex website, the city's website, and then holdmytickets.com is the vendor that is selling our tickets for us.
Gotcha.
And information about that is available on both the Vortex and on the city website, and also you can just come and buy your ticket at the door.
And family friendly, you think, or maybe just mom and dad?
I think for kids, you know, sort of middle school and up, I think absolutely fine. I think younger kids, maybe not. Not because there's anything wrong with it. It's just that it might not really entertain them. But a kid from 10, 11, 12 and on up, I think they'd really enjoy it and get something out of it.
Absolutely. It sounds so interesting. Peter, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course. If you want more information on Julius Caesar, you can go ahead and visit our website, KRQE.com. We'll have more info there. We'll be right back.